I'm always
what
on
he likes to talk about.
Okay, that's all.
But he's the best
I did your talk.
So Barry, come on up.
Your talk. Oh, okay. So there's no problem. So the big things. Thank you so much. All right, what are we doing here?
Okay, so my name's Barry. I've been coming here to Blockspaces for about, I don't know, 2.5 years or something. First of all, what I wanted to start out with is just kind of a disclaimer on all investments. And one thing that kind of pisses me off about YouTube and stuff like that is these people claim to be able to predict the future, okay? What I'm here to tell you is I don't have a crystal ball. I can't predict the future, but what you can do is if you have the right information in the space, and you have honest information and not like a bunch of crap that you hear from a bunch of advertisers, you're going to be able to make a better decision, an informed decision on where to put your money. Okay, so first of all, like I just want to know who here is here for the first time. Okay, awesome. Welcome. We're a really nice group of people, and you'll see that very shortly. Who has been into crypto for under 6 months? Awesome. Who has been into crypto for under 1 month? Wow, that's shocking to me. So that's okay. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so an introduction about me and how I get into this crazy stuff that's been ruling my life for 5 years now. Okay, so I graduated USF St. Pete. We were just there a couple days ago, seeing Jimmy Song talk. I graduated there with my accounting degree. I was one of the weird people that said, hey, I'm 46 years old, let's go back and sit in accounting 101 classes with a bunch of like 18-year-olds and get this new degree that we've never had. So I started my accounting degree, I finished, I got accepted to USF School of Business, I graduated with a 3-1. I took my master's degree class in the field, sent to the CPA, spent all this money out of pocket because student loan paid for my first degree when I was a kid, which was math, so I couldn't get a second student loan, so I paid for all out of pocket, which was a little rough, but we made it work. My wife decided that she would support me wanting to be a CPA. So anyway, so then I took audit, and I passed audit. So there's 4 parts to CPA, to be a CPA. I passed audit, I took business, I failed by 1 point. I took it again, I failed by 3 points, and I was just frustrated. And before I started in accounting, I was a tech guy. I was a Cisco network engineer. And so I said to my wife, like, I just need a tech project, and I'm hearing about this like virtual currency stuff. I'm going to build a Litecoin miner. So I said again, even though I just spent like 30 grand of me and my wife's joint money on a college degree that hasn't paid a dime off yet. I said, hey, can I use like $1,500 more of our joint money to build this computer that gathers fake internet money that you don't understand? I mean, you can't even like use it for anything. And so, like, I don't know what's wrong with my wife, but she said yes. Okay, so then I have this spot that, okay, you guys probably don't know, but like, you used to have to make miners in milk crates, okay? So the bottom milk crate would be the power supply, and all the cords and crap would be in there, and then the top milk crate would be a motherboard, and then you couldn't put these video cards, because these video cards ran really hot. They cost like, these video cards cost like $300 each, and it's like you couldn't run them on the motherboard because they would just burn up. So you had to use these risers and like and kind of like rise them up on the milk crates with zip strips. And then you had to put these really powerful scroll cage fans on that just blew like 100-degree wind off there. So here I am in my computer room. We live in Florida. It's cost a lot of money to just keep your house air conditioned. Now you gotta run these miners that cost a bunch, and you gotta like air condition your house because now your computer room is 90 degrees. So all I could do so I was mining like 3 Litecoins a day. Back when Litecoin was $2.50 each. So I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. Like $7.50 times 30, it's like $200 a month. And I only spent $1,500 on these things. It's only like $100 a month for electricity. So like I can see where I could profit this. So I'm like Jody, like I want to build 3 more miners. And she's like, okay. So I built 3 more miners. So that time it was just like a sauna in my computer room. So I moved everything out of the garage, and I kept my garage door open this far for a year and a half, and it just sounds like a rocket engine in there. So by that time, my electricity bill is like $800 a month. The neighbors, so I'm thinking cops are barging in any day if they're gonna grow a pot. Okay, so I just had this, I just had a normal electric bill, and now I just had like this crazy electric bill. The neighbors like, what the hell's going on? This guy's got it. Like, it sounds like there's this jet airplane going. And like one of the neighbors kind of came over, and like looked sort of peeped in on like the 1 foot that it was over to see what the hell I'm doing in there. And they didn't really know, but they gathered that I wasn't doing anything that they had to call the cops on. They never asked, but whatever. But anyway, so I did that for a while. I gathered 1,100 Litecoins. I watched it go from a price of $3 each to 50. Knew nothing about trading, zero about trading, nothing. Watched it go from 50 back down to between $24 and $26, and that's when I sold it. So I got like 28 grand. And so I paid off all the college debt like with that. So that was cool. But then like after that, like the difficulty of Litecoin got too high. So I'm like, well, let's go just to a Bitcoin talk. It's a forum, and just let's see what's to do. Ask the new coin that's being released. Like, hey, look at this coin. It's got this cute dog, and like they have shirts already, and they're already selling shower curtains, and they have a website to like where you can already buy and sell it before it even hits an exchange. Like, okay, so let's just find this. So I actually got in on Dogecoin 12 hours after the Genesis block. So I started mining at like noon on a Sunday, and it just opened up at like midnight. So I mined 1 million Dogecoin. The first 24 hours, I mined 1 million Dogecoin an hour. After that, the difficulty got higher, so I mined a total of 65 million Dogecoin in the first month, and I sold those Dogecoin for each million. I got 1.5 Bitcoin for them. So I got like 100 Bitcoin at the end of like 1 month, and that's when Bitcoin was like $800. It was pure luck. It was just like I happened to pick a coin that was like, I mean, I could have been mining like Mega Coin or Earth Coin or something dumb that never made anything, but it was just pure luck. It was like I was smart. But anyway, so now I have 100 Bitcoin, and my wife's like, this is crap. Like I'm not buying a word of this. Okay, so like I'm not buying this until it's in the bank. So she made me actually sell it all for $800 each, and cash it out for $80,000, and she did not believe it until she saw it in the bank. Okay, so like that night, so it's like great. Now my wife knows it's real. Now I got to pay taxes on this crap. Or it's like thanks. So whatever. But anyway, so what I did was after she saw it in the bank that I transferred it. We actually looked for a house, but I tore with credit. So like even though I had 80 grand in their bank account, they're not giving me a bank loan. So I threw it all back to the exchange. Lost 3/4 or more of that because I didn't know how to trade. I gave it almost all back to the market, and by the fall, when Bitcoin was $160 each, I think my cryptocurrency holdings were worth about $18,000, or I don't know, whatever. But it's just like drastically down. Maybe there was less than 10 grand. I don't know, but whatever. But I lost almost everything. So I'm like, okay, if I'm going to be in this space, I better learn how to trade. Like this isn't just about, oh my God, it's going to save the planet, which is why I get into it. I did not get into this to like, I'm going to be so rich someday. I got into it because it's just the way my brain works. If I like something, I'm forced to do it. I couldn't even look at accounting after this. Like accounting was done. I completely gave up my CPA for cryptocurrency, which my wife also was not happy about. But anyway, you guys meet my wife someday. She's not here right now, and she'll be able to defend herself. I'm not really attacking her. Everything she said was rational. I was the irrational one, which I probably still am as a relationship. But anyway, so I'm learning to trade, and I'm joining rooms, and I'm learning to watch charts, and I'm learning a lot of skills. Hang on, that was that part. So anyway, so I wrote it here like a couple of examples of mistakes and successes I've made. Okay, so here's some mistakes and successes I made. I just told you about the Dogecoin thing and the Litecoin thing. Those are successes. Okay, so here's some mistakes I made. Okay, so I don't know how you guys are. Well, you told me, but okay, so like there was Ethereum, and then they made the DAO. Okay, actually that was right when I joined this group. Okay, right when I joined this group, I just bought 1,000 Ethereum for $7 each, threw them into the DAO, and okay, now my money's gone. So I was like, okay, great. And like then there was the argument of, is cryptocurrency immutable, or can we change it and give people their money back? And of course, I was on the side that was like, please change and give me my money back. But I understood the other side of it. I completely understood the other side of it. And this, what I just said right here, is the basis of what I want. If I have a vision of what I want to be able to do here, it's that. Okay, so there is this whole space. The one thing that nobody talks about is in this whole space, all there is soap operas. Okay, there's this group of people that thinks this is the right way. There's this group of people that thinks this is the right way. There's this group of people that thinks this is the right way. There's this group of people that thinks this is the right way. What I don't want to do is I don't want to be the guy up here telling you this is the right way. What I want to do is I want to tell you my opinion, and I want to form a group of people that everybody has different opinions, and I want everybody to want to start coming here to hear everybody's opinion on what this is. And I would like to start an environment where everybody could learn from each other, because that's how I learn. Okay, so here's a perfect example. I was just in Acapulco, okay? This is what I will tell you guys, okay? This is what I will tell you guys. This is a perfect example of how I want to run this class. Okay, what I saw in Acapulco is that Dash's marketing is working. It's working. People are starting to say, the new people that were there are starting to parrot Dash's stuff. Like, Dash has a better political system, and they can get problems solved, and they're going to skate through all the problems that Bitcoin has had in the past and is going to have in the future. Now, I'm not going to tell you if I agree with that or not, but I'm going to tell you that their marketing is working. Roger Ver was there, and his whole thing about Bitcoin, like Bitcoin Cash keeps to Satoshi's real vision, okay, and that Bitcoin doesn't work, and what we do works, and what I'm going to tell you is that his marketing is working. That's what I'm here to tell you. You guys are not in Acapulco, so you didn't see that. You can maybe read it online, but I'm going to tell you that that's working. Now, you can take it whatever way you want. I'm not going to tell you that Roger Ver is a scammer. I'm not going to tell you that he's doing everything right. But what I will tell you is I saw that his marketing is working. It's no joke, okay? Like, new people are parroting his exact phrasing. Like, his exact phrasing. Like they don't know. They're just there. They're new to the space. But they're parroting his exact phrasing, and they're believing. So, like, that's what I want to do. I want to say, this is what I'm noticing in the space. I want to say, this is what I think about it. What do you think about it? And I'm hoping that I can create a group that will be valuable, that I'll try to lead this group. I will not permit any name calling. I'll not permit anybody being mean to each other. But I will permit debate. But I won't permit anybody saying, oh my God, you're just to this, that's why you think that way, or you're just to that, that's why you think that way. I'm not going to permit that. Sorry, that does no good. I see too much of that on the internet. But that's not going to happen in my group ever. But what I want to do is I want to give information which is going to change every week. There's going to be soap operas every week. There always has been. There's no reason anything is going to change. This bank does this. This prime minister says this. This CEO says this. This guy, whatever, that's trying to promote this stuff says this. It's like, it's a whole bunch of information. And the problem that I see with new people is just, they just say like, what am I even thinking? What is this even about? Like, I don't know what to think. They're used to they're just used to like normal stuff. Like, this is how I drive a car. This is step one in driving a car. I mean, it's the same every time. Well, guess what? In this space, it's the Wild West, okay? There's no book. Nobody knows what's going to happen. What is going to happen is cryptocurrency will change the world. That is what will happen. Will it be Bitcoin? I don't know. Will it be Dash? Will it be a combination of 10 different things? I don't know the answer to that. But what I do know that cryptocurrency will change the world. That I do know. I know there's no way to stop it. And I know it's going to be money that the people can control and governments do not control. And that's going to be good for us. And that's what I know. But I do not know. Thanks. But I do not know, like, okay, I do not know what's going to be the leader of that. But what I will say is, okay, so what has, like, okay, so here's a perfect example. Roger Ver is the most hated person in cryptocurrency. He's completely the most hated person in cryptocurrency. I've been around this space for a long time. I'm in this room, this private room that, like, I paid a bunch of money to get in a long time ago. It's a great room, and actually what I want to model is how they are in there, to be perfectly honest with you. But I'm the only person in there that does not hate Roger Ver. And the main reason I don't hate Roger Ver is because I met him at Blockspaces freaking a year and a month ago. And he sat right next to me for a whole night and we talked, okay? Like, if I wouldn't have met him, and I just told him that in Acapulco, and he remembered me. And because we talked like a whole night, even though it was like a year and a half ago, and you meet so many people. he totally remembered me. I mean, he didn't remember my name, but whatever. He remembered the night. And I just told him, it's like, if I didn't have that night with you, I would hate you like everybody else. But I don't hate you. But what it all boils down to is, okay, so what people think is, oh my God, they're attacking my baby Bitcoin. Oh my God, he can't fork Bitcoin. It's going to ruin it. Like, he's just this horrible person. It's like, guess what? If Bitcoin is going to be the thing that changes the world, it's got to be attacked from every side. Okay, so it's going to be fork attacks. There's going to be DDoS attacks. There's going to be government attacks. There's going to be Wall Street attacks. There's going to be every kind of attack. And it has to survive that. It has to survive all these attacks if it's going to save the world. So what? Roger Ver attacked your precious baby Bitcoin. Good. Bitcoin is stronger now. Okay, like guess what? It got attacked. It got forked by a big thing. Guess what? It's still doing good. Okay. So Roger Ver, to me, if anything, he did Bitcoin a favor. And I don't want to hear anybody's crap about, oh my God, they attacked our precious Bitcoin. It's like, no, like, that's not. If that's the way you think this is, like, you're in the wrong place, because this thing has to be strong. It has to be able to endure everything.
Right. And
for a coin to make that thing, it has to endure everything. Now, the reason I think that Bitcoin is ahead of the game is because it has endured more attacks than everything else has. But that's the only thing. That's the only reason. Like, everything else could get adapted to another coin if that was easy. But Bitcoin has endured far more attacks just because it's been the thing that the block size has been challenged because there's been so many transactions. Litecoin hasn't done that. Dash hasn't done that. You know, like, whatever, you know. Ethereum just got kind of done that, just out with Ethereum with CryptoKitties, okay? So that has, like, and it survived. I don't know how it's doing, but I think it's doing okay. But I mean, like, a coin has to survive all these attacks in all different ways for it to change the world.
Sure.
Okay, so anyway, that's my take on this whole thing. But what I would say, what I'm trying to say is but I'm never going to say to you, I'm right. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Like I want to know what you think, because we all have different opinions, and God knows my opinions have changed a number of times just being in this group. Like the fork attack with Bitcoin, and this guy, the Harvard lawyer guy, is not here, but this guy is fantastic. I haven't seen him since Miami, but he's the one that made me think. One of the people that made me think that the Bitcoin fork was not going to affect Bitcoin. Okay, because he made the point of Ethereum Classic. Well, that was when Ethereum was $10. Well, guess what? Ethereum's almost $1,000 now. Like, that obviously didn't hurt it. So just this way of thinking, oh, you're going to fork it, you're going to dilute it. That history shows that is not what happened. So, but anyway, there's always going to be different opinions, and I want to form a group of people that have a lot of opinions, and I want the group to kind of help each other. The more people that have the more different opinions, I think will clarify for everybody where this one new soap opera thing, whatever the hell this new soap opera thing is going to be, which is probably going to happen tomorrow or the next week or something. But, it's better to have live people that you can talk to than just go on the internet and see what some forum says. Okay, like, but anyway, and I'm getting a little emotional here, sorry. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so after we do all of that, I want that to be about probably 60% of what I'm going to talk about. The other 40%, what I want to do is I want to teach charting. Okay, I want to teach stuff that I've learned. What I want to do is I want to teach different things like stock RSI, MACD. I'm losing my train of thought right now, but I want to teach a number of different charting techniques, like Fibonacci. I want to teach like a bunch of different charting techniques, and what I want to do is I want to say pick 5 coins that I think are interesting. I'll have my computer here, and I'll have the charts up there, and I'll tell you, like, based on this is where I think it could go. But I will always make the disclaimer, once again, I don't have a crystal ball and I can see what's going to happen in the future. But based on what I'm teaching you, this is where this could go. And then what I want to do is I want to have people in the audience to pick up coins, and I want to put those up there, and I want to chart those, and I want to give you at least what my opinion is on where that's going to go. So that's kind of like what I want to do with with my, like, this could all change tomorrow, but this is like sort of what I feel strongly about, and this is what I feel like I have to offer the community. It's just, I like to go to a lot of places, I like to talk to a lot of people, I like to get a lot of opinions, and what I would like to do is at least bring back what I see to you guys. So anyway, I mean, I guess that's about it. Do you guys have any questions right here? Go ahead, man.
How can we join your group?
What's that?
How can we join your group?
We're gonna get that to that with Gabe later. It's not on the website just yet, but we're gonna probably start that probably today or tomorrow. But you can like join through the website and stuff. But I'll probably want to do this every week or a week and a half or something like that. Because I think that there's enough stuff that comes out every week or week and a half to that'll give us a lot of stuff to talk about. What's that? No, I would want to meet here unless they set up cameras that you guys can join virtually. But they might do that. They might. I don't really know what they're going to do with all that stuff. I mean, if there would be like like a Skype thing that I could answer questions to, or or something like with YouTube Live or something like that, I'd be more than willing to do that. Anybody else?
I guess I'm confused about your ideas of marketing working.
Right.
Cryptocurrency.
Right.
Who's it working for?
News.
Well, is it working for people who see themselves as investors, or people who are sort of like philosophically interested in cryptocurrency?
I don't think. Okay, so you're acting with your question. You're acting like one group is right and one group is wrong.
No, not necessarily. I'm just saying, what does marketing work for?
It works to promote coins going up or down in value, and it works for adoption.
So you're saying for investors?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess for investors, yeah. But what I'm saying, like, there's a reason that Bitcoin Cash has gone up so much, and I'm not positive that it's because that it's just so much. It's 5 times better than it was.
Sure.
Whatever, 6 months ago. And there's a reason Dash is almost $1,000 each. Okay, so is it because they're ace marketers, or is it because that it's really worth that, or is it something in between? And like, I mean, again, I can't answer that question, but I mean, I do think Dash is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that they're ace marketers, is that going to take them and make them beat Bitcoin? You know what? It could. I mean, like, McDonald's makes crappy hamburgers. They sell more hamburgers than Five Guys. Okay, so I mean, that's not because like they kick ass. Well, it is because they kick ass. It doesn't mean their product kicks ass. Sorry. Does that make sense? Okay.
I love your mining story, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Are you, in general, mining still? Or
No, that's another story about where I screwed up. Okay, so I had all this mining equipment, right? So they make script ASICs, so now you can't mine script coins anymore. So back then, all there was SHA-256, which had ASICs, and script coins, which had ASICs. Okay, so there was like they were just barely rolling out X11 protocol, but there was nothing on it that was worth doing anything with. Okay. So I'm just like, screw this stuff, like let's just sell everything right when everybody was selling all their video cards at that time, and I got the least possible amount of money that I could have got for my used video card. If I just would have held, again, but it's another market. I was selling right when everybody was selling. Right when all the script ASICs came out, and all the people that were mining Litecoin and Dogecoin and all the other script coins, right when they all got discouraged, they all sold. That's right when I sold. That's why I sold all my video cards. I had like, 16 of these things, they cost me like $300 each. But if I just would have held on to them for another year, when the Ethereum protocol came out, I could have been mining that. And then Dash came on X11. So I mean, like.
But the main thing is focus on trading, not.
Yeah, but I don't know if it'll always be like that. I'm always thinking about getting back to mining. I'm always thinking about it. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. Is that an answer?
Yeah, I just wondering.
Cool, that's cool. Right now, this market that's been around, like usually I like swing trading. I like kind of taking a little bit of time. But I'll tell you, you're going to get chopped to crap right now in this market if you're swing trading. I mean, you pretty much, the only trading you can do right now, like since the big dump, has pretty much been like day trading.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'd rather swing trade, but That's a rough market right now, swing trading. Is that a good answer? Okay, okay.
Trade things like Bitcoin and stuff like that, like
Bitcoin?
real shit coins.
I don't know. Like, I don't buy anything that I don't believe in. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I go on Ripple Place. Okay, so like I bought Ripple at 22 cents, and then I sold it at 30 cents, and then it went up to 40 or 50 cents. And then I bought Ripple again very recently at 20 cents, and I sold it at 70 cents, and then I went up to $4. So, but I mean, I've owned Ripple, but mainly, I hate using words like always or never because I'm always going to be a hypocrite. Mostly, I only buy coins that I believe in. That doesn't mean that I don't fail. Like I have some freaking wax because the guy in me at freaking Miami. Like I got some Tron that I paid double the price it is right now. I mean, do I trade shit coins? I guess, but only shit coins that I believe.
You're speaking disparagingly of Ripple, though, right?
Yeah, man. It just goes against everything that I got into this for.
Yeah.
And maybe it might make things easier and like get people's like banking transaction fees lower. So maybe I can kind of, I don't know. I have a real hard time with Ripple.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I'm not like oh my god, you bought Ripple, I hate you forever. I'm not like that either, but okay, does that answer your question?
Do you have a Cryptopia account and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Do you trade shit coins?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I got Binance, I got Buybox or like whatever, like I got KuCoin. Okay, yeah. I go much lower than Poloniex, if that's the answer. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Good.
Do you have a specific set of trading rules, like with a lot of your indicators?
Well, the rule is probably so high, but I would love to say I'm successful now. Okay, well, sorry.
But do you have a set of indicators that you say, hey, like when these 2 or 5 or 3 stars align, then this is a higher probability trade? Is it like a one side? Like
I do.
And that goes for no matter what coin that you're going in, or is it just kind of depending?
Okay, so what you mostly want, what I think is really important to watch is volume.
Sure.
Okay, I think volume is really important. So like you'll see like something and it'll be like this, or like this, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you'll see like this volume spike, and like it'll go up like this much, and then it'll go right back down, and then it'll be like, woo!
Yeah, right.
You see what I mean? So I like volume, I like volume on highs and lows. So what I should have paid more attention to, but I was too much into the elation. Oh my God, Bitcoin's $18,000. But like that volume spike at the very top, that's where I should have sold. And then like $7,000, they had that V bottom, and that volume spike on the bottom. That was where to buy. But I was thinking there's going to be like another one. But I mean so buying volume on highs and lows is a good idea. But I always check the stocks. I like to watch the stocks day or at least 4-hour chart, and I like to only buy when they're at the bottom. But if you did that, you're going to miss a lot of stuff in between. But I like buying the stocks, and the cool thing is to do that is so you can kind of get it down to good. So say the stocks at the very bottom for the one day. Well, then you look at the 4-hour, and you see it going down. Okay, so it looks here like I should buy, but you can kind of refine it a little bit. Okay, wait till this is the bottom. Then when the 4 hours is the bottom, you're like, okay, well, the 15 minutes up here. Well, let's really wait till that's at the bottom. So you can kind of go down the scale a little bit to try to find your best purchase. And like I said, that always works, but that's how I try.
Sure.
But there's those things, volume, those things. I like to look at a lot of fib numbers to see where the resistance and the supports are. But we'll get into that stuff.
Have you used ZenBot or Greco or any bots to?
I've never used a bot in my life. That doesn't mean that I think that they're bad. I know a lot of people that made a bunch of money on bots, but no, I've never used one. I actually, there was the scammer guy was offering this thing called Honey Badger a while ago, and I just put it on the free trial version. And basically what Honey Badger did is it always sold at the bottom and it always bought at the top. and then all these people that paid a bunch of money, they're all just parroting what I just said, in these forums, oh my God, screw Honey Badger, it's just did everything exactly wrong. So like, but I never used, but I did try it. That's my closest use of dots. Oh, really? Okay. So anyway, thanks a lot, you guys. I hope,